Good morning, everyone. My name is Mike Renick. I'm the senior broker, the team lead with Team Renick Real Estate Services. We're part of that great Keller Williams on the Water family, serving Sarasota, Bradenton, the entire west coast of Florida. This is our first Tuesday edition. It is the Mortgage Insider. You know, I am one of the luckiest folks in the world, as far as I'm concerned, to have business partners, friends, peers in the quality level that I do. What we will be doing going forward is bringing you inside mortgage information. I've been very lucky to be able to partner up with Chris Kiblin. Chris is the Vice President of Mortgage Lending. Let me share a little bit about his background before I bring him on. He has over 20 years experience in the finance and the mortgage industry. He has fine-tuned his customer service skills to the highest level, offering Manatee and Sarasota County home buyers unbelievable service. Now you know why I'm partnering with Chris. You know what Team Renick stands for. He emulates that perfect. Here's the guaranteed rates promised to you. They promise to give you the low rate on the right mortgage product, along with transparent and fair fees. They offer leverage cutting-edge technology to streamline the mortgage process and simplify every step, and provide unmatched service and expert advice to you to help you find the right product. Now, this will be Chris's first time, so I expect it to be bumpy. Again, we are non-scripted. We are no videographer. It's just Mike and Chris speaking from the heart. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Excited about this new show we were doing.
It is an honor and a privilege to have you here, so thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Chris, what are we going to talk about today, our first show?
So on our first show, what I thought would be a great product to talk about is something that we call Give to You. It is the Guarantee Rates National Down Payment Program that we offer. So this program is, it is a 2%, basically almost like a cash back type of deal. So what it does is it gives you either 2% towards your down payment, or it gives you 2% towards your closing costs. And what do I mean by that? So let's just say the purchase price is a $200,000 purchase. We will give you $4,000 either for down payment assistance, or we will give it to, like, not down payment, towards your down payment, right? Or we're going to give you $4,000 towards your closing costs, okay? Now, the great thing about this is it's just not a first-time home buyer program either, okay? So this just isn't for first-time home buyers. So the only requirement is you can't own any property when you purchase your new home. It must be a primary residence, okay? It's as little as 3% down. So, and you can go all the way up to, it's a max amount on conventional financing, which is $453,100. So it's the full amount, right? Now, one of the things that it has to be a primary residence. It also must be a one-unit property. So you can't buy, dual units. You can't buy, multiple properties. So the max LTV is what we call loan to value. So you must put down at least 3% of your own funds, okay? However, you can put down more if you like and still get the 2% to qualify. So let's say you put down 10%, you can get additional 2% to put down. So it's a great program to try to help people get a little bit more. It is a grant. It is something that you don't have to repay. So one of the great things is you have that option. Let's say that you go to the listing, you put in your offer and you submit your offer to a listing agent, and let's say they come back and they only want to give you 2% as a seller concession, right? Well, you can take, maybe you only need 1% of the down payment program, and then you can take the other 1% and put it towards your closing costs. So you can actually combine the two. So it gives you another option to either get more closing costs or lower your down payment, which effectively is going to lower your monthly payment. Okay?
So let me ask Chris, if I may.
Yeah.
So the program, it sounds like it's designed for me when you're buying a property and raising the down payment, the cash that's necessary is difficult for many of us. This is an outstanding program to consider. Do I have that right?
Correct. So it's a great program. So like I said, if you have 3% of your own money to put down, can't be a gift, but as long as you have 3%, what it does is it gives you that option. So let's say you're purchasing a house that you need some extra additional closing costs for that you just don't have. You know, one of the things that we run into a lot nowadays, and what this is really trying to do, is to get more people into homes that, you know, have had that great job, who have built good credit scores, but they just don't have the funds, right? So what this does is this allows them to get into the home and get out of the renting, you know, because as we see in our area, rentals are getting extremely high. So this is another way to get them into a home that they can now afford, or get back into a, you know, a monthly payment that's more manageable for them, and they own the house.
So the strength of this is a conventional mortgage, correct?
Correct.
So when we're working with buyers and we write an offer, a lot of times sellers don't like certain kinds of mortgages, but conventional ones are universally accepted. So this is a conventional mortgage, but it allows someone who may be a first-time buyer, someone who is struggling to put the funds together, get out of the renting mode and start owning their own home. Does that make sense? Do I have that right?
That is correct. Absolutely. It's a great program. I mean, like I said, I mean, and it's a grant, so it's not something that you have to pay back. So it's just, you get it for, well, not free, but you get it, right? So, but like, so just like the Florida bond program that they have, you got to actually pay that back. So this one you don't. It's, you know, it's a one-time thing. It's a grant from guaranteed rate. So, you know, that's the nice advantage of it. So some of the things also about it is there's some other things that you have to have a couple other things, as far as 2 months reserves, you know, and it also has a built-in insurance policy, an EPO insurance policy that we built into it. So if something should happen, your mortgage would be covered. So it's got a lot of good benefits of it. And so, you know, that's really what we're targeting. And so it's great for, especially, you know, the young family who's trying to get out and, you know, and purchase their home, and they're getting ready to have their first child or whatever.
So Chris, if someone wanted to learn more, how would they reach you?
So the best way to reach me is either a couple different ways. You can call me on my cell phone. My cell phone is 443-668-5727. You can also email me at ckiblin.rate.com, or you can visit me on my website at newmortgagenow.com.
And when we're all done with the production of this, Chris, I'm sharing this because this is your first time. It'll be turned into a blog, and on our blog page, we'll have all of your contact information.
I appreciate it.
So, all right, the first broadcast is behind us. We got the message out there. I want to thank you. But Chris, you did really well. Thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you. Yes, this was my first one, and I was excited to do it.
And you did well, so that means next week you're going to accept my invitation to come back.
Exactly. I look forward to it.
All right, Chris. Anything else you want to share? Again, remarkable job. Thank you.
Nope, I think that covers everything.
All right, we'll get this thing all buttoned up. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next Tuesday morning.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Take care now.